Time to go live.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a kind of Unkind podcast where me and my friends talk a bunch of crap and, have a good time. I'm here tonight with my co-host, Wyatt.
Hey there, beautiful people.
My co-host, Oz.
I guess he died.
Yeah, he's
One day I will make that sound.
Oh, you're trying to do it? We got no sound on our end here.
Yeah, it did not register.
Too true.
Yeah.
I made the sound, guys. I promise. You just couldn't hear it. It was too high.
Yep, that's it.
And my co-host, Phoenix.
Hey, what's up?
So, yeah,
co-host, friend, lover.
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. But yeah, we're here with another week of talking a bunch of crap. We have an interesting topic tonight, but first I'll get into it with you guys and figure out how your weeks have been. Oz, how has your week been?
I am angry.
Oh, big surprise.
It's correct. No, I'm always angry. I don't know if you guys, not to start beef, but I don't know if you guys know of a small, pretty unknown podcast called Distractable.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, pretty small. That's surprising. One of the hosts of that podcast made probably the shittiest ghost hunting video I have ever seen.
Oh, God.
Like, ever. And I know you guys have seen, like, those old ghost hunting, what were the popular shows? Like, Ghost Hunt, Ghost Adventures and all that.
Yeah, paranormal.
Even, like, a Watcher.
Paranormal
investigators. Not activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even BuzzFeed had probably the best one because it had one who believed in ghosts and one who didn't. And it was great. In this video, this lazy fuck, not the BuzzFeed video, the video from the guy from Distractable. This lazy fuck at multiple points says, yeah, this place has a lot of history. You can probably go look that up. And then continues on. I was so actually floored because like I said, also, it's just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
The base level of, at least try, it's your video.
No, I love when videos have homework. Where it's just like, hey, go out and figure this out for yourself.
Well, if you did like an adventure video and you're like hiking, you wouldn't just want to hike. You'd be like, all right, and this is a really cool area because this is where King Charlemagne got his head cut off. Like, come on. You're doing a video specifically to like go on an adventure or do something like in the real world, especially if it's at Bobby Mackey's, one of the most like high traffic, like cool paranormal places in the world. Fucking go up some research. God damn it!
Yeah,
it's so little
that
effort.
Is pretty sad that they put in such little effort. Wow.
I remember because I really like Distractable. Distractable is fantastic, and the guy who made this video most of the time is a little annoying on Distractable. But during the video, holy shit! It was like it was a burden for him to be there. Like, then don't make the fucking video.
Who was it?
Yeah,
from Distractable?
That's sad.
Fucking guess. Who do you think would make a lazy video like that?
Well, I like Wade.
That's correct. It is Wade.
Yep. I thought it
lazy was. Fuck.
Oh, shots fired.
It was so infuriating. Oh. All right. Anyways.
I mean, the real truth is he's going to hate on anybody that gets between him and Mark. Let's be honest here.
No, actually, my favorite distractor member is Bob. Bob is awesome, dude. He really
He is
the
very
struggles you see
easygoing.
him go through on Distractable with like discovering himself, and he's clearly dealing with some level of imposter syndrome. Maybe not imposter syndrome, but like not understanding himself, not liking himself. And I relate to that heavily. But god damn it, if Wade isn't the most self-centered fuckhead and lazy, come on, man.
Yeah, it sounds like the kind
You don't even
of
have to put
It sounds like the kind of ghost hunting video I would do. Like just like
which is why we're never putting you in charge of a ghost hunting video.
that's smart. That's really wise.
You don't even have to tell the history. You could just like, yeah, and this today we hunted at Bobby Mackey's, a place filled with rich history in the paranormal scene. I won't go over all of it here because this video has been done millions of times before, but I'll put sources, references in the description so you can read up on it yourself. That much effort. That's all you needed.
Huh.
Not yeah, well, this place has been done before, so you can go watch those videos. What the fuck do you goddamn mean? Fuck your dreams. Fuck your night.
Oh, hold on. We lost them. Bringing it back. 1 minute. I hope Oz isn't just going off. My Discord crashed. So give me 1 second, please. Come on, Discord. Sorry, my Discord closed.
Ah,
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're
Wow.
still live.
Yeah, mid rant.
Mid
I raged so hard it closed your Discord.
Yeah, it shut it down. Yeah, it was the ghosts.
The ghosts
See,
are interfering.
the ghosts are defending Wade. You're coming at him too hard. You're
Mhm.
hurting the ghost's feelings. They were happy to have such a person with them.
That was such a good place. I don't know. I'm not listening to stream because I can't. I don't have headphones. I fucking hope say ass.
Hope say ass.
Eat my ass.
it's Distractable's YouTube contract. It just automatically shut us down.
It interferes. We speak of it, and
Oh
then
my
they
God, we're
burn
back.
us.
Yeah, we're
we are
back.
the witches to be burned.
Yeah.
Good to
That was some bullshit.
good to see you, Buck. Good to see
Continue.
you, Soggy. We're glad to have you guys with us.
Yeah, especially through the hardships of Discord crashing.
Discord country.
It is fucking ooh. Yeah, that's my main soul talk.
It is fucking
Wade is
ooh.
a piece of shit.
Such beautiful words. I agree.
And you say this exclusively because of this video? Or have you always had beef with Wade?
No, it's mostly this video. I honestly don't watch a lot of Wade's videos. But I watched this video because I was like, oh, it's a paranormal video. This will be cool. This is like a unique thing that he's doing as a big project. No, the fuck it isn't.
It's a little
It is him
project.
putting the bare minimum of effort to say he did a paranormal video.
I should start a like a travel show, but I just go to like random malls in like Ottawa. Just like really really lazy, just phoning it in and being like, yeah, this mall was built I don't know, like sometime in the 70s. Look it up.
I'm ready for the next thing he does, where he starts a food critic show where he just goes fucking food and says nothing. Like, man, this food is really good. You guys should check it out. It's I don't know the name. What the fuck do you mean? Anyways, Fuck your dreams, fuck your nightmares.
You're gonna crash
Wade.
Discord again with your rage.
You're goddamn right. Eat my ass.
Eating of the ass is something that that is what I equate to the feeling of going into a mall at this point is.
Hmm.
It is a ass munching experience, and I dread it. Some enjoy it. I do not.
What I dread is
I like the mall.
malls.
And eating ass, though.
Malls during Christmas. Like malls in December is my waking nightmare. You'll never find a group of more selfish, like pushy, like ignorant people in all the world than when you go to a mall on the near the holidays. It's monstrous. And as someone who's worked in retail, the music is never ending and crippling.
I just
started.
I could vomit thinking about it.
I do not. I used to enjoy going to the mall, but for me, post COVID, I'm just going into it. It made me realize, like, I started like really realizing how much I watch people, and I've never hated human beings and how they treat employees as much as I did when I walk through and you really pay attention. People are fucking just absolute assholes. Actually, throwing tantrums about shit in these fucking, and I'm like, I don't have fun in them anymore. I go inside one, and all I notice is just the fucking 20 asshats and a half. Maybe it's just Oklahoma, but no, I thought, and I realized when I went to other locations, even other states, I fucking hate the fucking mall. I realize how much I fucking hate, like, not even just the capitalism of it, not just the rampant consumerism, just the people being bastards. Like, they're just fucking cock weasels, you know. They're fucking douchebags. We go there for Hot Topic and Spencer's, and maybe you take time going to the fucking, like, looking at clothes or Bath and Body Works. But even that, as short an experience, I love Bath and Body Works. I can't deny. But like just walking past some of those occasions, I'm like, I especially going past the food court, when you really pay attention, some of these fucking people are absolute monsters. I can't. Oh my god, fucking douchebags.
I like Build-A-Bear.
You know, Build-A-Bear's great, or at least we still have we do at Quail Springs. I thought. Don't. Oh, you're right. It no longer. See, another reason not to go to fucking certain malls. Don't even got my Build-A-Bear. I used to play on buildabear.com. I used to play around with. I used to use the code to download my bear into the world.
Just realizing.
Sorry, tirade about Build-A-Bear. Go ahead.
The ghosts are still affecting our video.
Oh no.
Yeah, our we are not talking. It's just a still frame of Oz ranting.
Oh god.
Is our voice going through, though?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You'd think by this point we'd have all the technical issues worked out.
Ha ha.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world when you can't see Wyatt mouth moving.
It is the apocalypse. My little mouth.
I think this is a reactive issue, not.
Mm.
More like a redactive issue. Aha. Aha. Aha.
Anyways, Phoenix, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Sick as fuck.
I just got over a sickness.
Are you down with the sickness?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, wait.
Did we lose some Goku again?
No, I'm still here.
No, he's here. He's just relaxing.
No, I'm just trying to play around with this to see if I can get
trying to fix this shit. The ghosts wanted revenge, to be honest. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking ghosts.
That's what you get when you talk ill about Distractable.
Yep. The very essence of Markiplier and his crew are protected by the beings from beyond.
They fucking deserved it.
I'll do a Oz rage shake to make up for.
I can't wait till we have the compilation video called Oz Rage Hours, where it's just a compilation of every time I've gone on a tirade about Terra, Gurren Lagann, Distractable.
Yeah, just every time that you just truly turned into an eldritch being. You just started screeching like Matt Merther.
Matt Merther?
Damn you, Jinx, you owe each other a Coke. I have a speech impediment.
I also have a speech impediment, and I get called on it all the fucking time.
You do, as you deserve, and so should I, because you guys call my shit out all the fucking time.
That's correct. And that's what being friends is all about.
That is what being sent through a wood chipper is like.
Because I put in the effort to make sure anytime my friend fucks up, we call him on it. Just like Phoenix does for me, and you do for me, and Sengoku does for me. Because I put an effort to my work. I'm like Wade from fucking Distractable.
Oh, God.
Like, putting in as much work as the writers when they were writing Promare.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much work Wade puts in. None at all. Hey, you guys like Kamina from Gurren Lagann? What if we just did that? I'm gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
What if we took Kamina and put him somewhere else?
We're gonna take our Kamina and we're gonna push it somewhere else.
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is Kamina.
I'm not a Kamina.
Fucking goddamn, I hate Promare so much.
Now I need to commission someone to draw Kamina, but it's Patrick from the fucking Patrick Star. That would be beautiful.
It's that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick is wearing the gorilla suit, but instead of the gorilla suit, it's Kamina.
Yeah, and then he starts drilling into the ocean for oil. Goddamn fracking.
Anyways.
Oh, whoa. Comedy is dead, and we killed it.
Yeah, it's the reactive server. For the record.
Rather depressing development this week that I'm sure White already knew about. The new superconductor is not a superconductor. It's close.
Absolute failure.
It's not. It's a I don't know the name for it, but it's not a superconductor. It was a fabrication and makes me sad.
Hmm. What does that mean?
A fabrication or making me sad? Well, sad is when you lack happiness.
Yeah, so scientific deduction has found that the superconductor is actually an LK99 compound of copper, lead, phosphorus, and oxygen, and would have perceived to have been proved as the first superconductor, turned out to simply be able to emit ambient pressure. It is not real.
Gotcha.
It is sadness.
It is an iron-based standard conductor unit. It is not actually a superconductor.
Oh.
No, I was just fiddling around. Yeah, I fixed it.
I'm a fiddle you, boy.
It was bugging me that the like chibis weren't like talking. So I just had to close the server, then reopen it, and now it works.
I like
perfectly.
to imagine you being like, "Oh, do something." On.
There's like a 2-frame window where we just see the big fucking square of your face.
Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen too, but I was like, ultimately, it's the sacrifice for the visual, betterment of all
like
of us.
Polar Express.
Yeah.
Like, what were we talking about?
Superconductors.
Oh.
And then he mentioned Polar Express.
Oh,
I love you, soggy lettuce. Oh my god, that's you fucking goober. The conductor from Polar Express, he was a superconductor.
Nice. It's a Tom Hanks conductor. That's all I know about that movie. Never seen
the movie where Tom Hanks plays 5 characters. Oh yeah, all like everybody, right? He carried all of the film in both of his hands.
So it was like the Nutty Professor.
You know? Only with I shouldn't say. Anyways,
so in recent news, Canada's on fire again.
Yay!
Yeah,
I think I've noticed the bad air quality here because of it again.
This one's out in there's a big one out in BC, so I don't think your air quality is us this time.
Like, you're slowly dying.
Seattle.
Canada's on fire. California and soon Texas is flooding. And Oklahoma and the states surrounding Missouri, I believe, are in a heat dome that's likely to get into the ridiculous hundreds.
Yeah, for a whole week in early August, it was the hottest day recorded every single day of the week.
And we're on record to do it again.
Oh, yeah. In less sadness news, a rare spotless giraffe was born in Tennessee Zoo. My girl was telling me about it earlier today. The zoo has the only recorded spotless giraffe, and it just looks like a long-necked horse.
Who the fuck stole my boy's spot?
I will share a picture of it.
Who stole his spot? No, this is some bullshit.
His spots were stolen by a ginger. A genetic. Sorry, I said the wrong G word.
That's how God makes freckles, stealing giraffe spots.
Once every 100 years.
There must be
we
one.
birthed a giraffe with no spots, so that all the gingers may share it. For spots, keep them in check.
Mm-hmm.
For they lack souls. That's the Antichrist of giraffes. That giraffe is going to lead the giraffe army to a new world.
Yeah, it wasn't birthed; it just walked out of the sea.
Way God intended it.
Mm-hmm.
In other wacky animal news, rabbits are currently overrunning a suburban Florida community. It has been directly followed that 2 years ago, a resident let loose 2 lion-head rabbits into their backyard, and they have now outnumbered over the course of 81 homes. In the course of 2 years, they are spreading. They are overtaking the entire area.
Real talk,
and it's fucking hilarious.
Real talk. Those are some pretty adorable rabbits, though. Like lion mane rabbits.
Lions are cute.
They're pretty cute. Yeah.
I'll send pictures of them. They're pretty adorable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there is no way to stop them, and they are currently killing the local wildlife, which was already dying because of humans being there. But yeah, they've already led to the extinction of 2 different insect types.
There's only one solution.
That were native to the area.
The only solution is a holy hand grenade.
Yeah, you know, it worked before.
Mm-hmm.
We just need multiple for all these goddamn rabbits.
A holy hand grenade launcher. That's the solution.
The holy nuclear bomb of Antioch, my dear loving waifu says. But because it is becoming too difficult to simply kill them, they are drafting a policy where, with the invasive species, as they are currently destroying the local iguana and duck population, they've resorted very simply to donations and adoptions for individuals to foster and care, capturing the rabbits and relocating them. Seems to be the best case scenario, short of, quote, terminating the entire population, which is the best way to say, I'm from Buenos Aires and I say kill them all.
Mm-hmm. Only good rabbit is a dead rabbit. Peter Cottontail. Peter Cottontail will not be pleased at this turn of events.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, gassed.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it ends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't deny these little fuckers are pretty cute, and that's what they're banking on, is that enough people, pick them up. They're even willing to waive the fee of They're even willing to waive the fee of inoculation if you will simply grab 2 to 3 of them. Just don't let them breed.
I was gonna say, like, breed them and then set even more free, like an evil mastermind.
You thought of this, you evil genius, you.
I was gonna say it was part of my plan for world domination, and
it was part of your. It looks like it's working.
Now they're just offering up free rabbits. Excellent! It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Last wild one, if you guys don't mind me saying. Hank the Tank, the bear behind 21 home invasions, has finally been captured near Lake Tahoe. A large black bear has become a notorious bandit and hunger, pushing it to break into over 21 different homes, was finally apprehended by wildlife biologists. This animal has been on the hunt and being hunted since February of 2022, with 28 home break-ins all the way up to this month of August. This bear is wild.
I think we should get a free Hank coalition together.
You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. We gotta get Hank out of there.
Mm-hmm. He's just doing what we love Winnie the Pooh for.
Oh yeah.
Or Yogi Bear. Like what?
Our local. According to residents, Hank's favorite hankering deal. The reason why it got the name Hank is because this bear would literally go and raid the fridge and take out tubs of ice cream and eat them on the front porch. That is amazing. Our objective is to make the landscape bear safe, says community supervisor. Securing garbage is huge. Securing homes is more important. Mm-hmm. Never feel unsafe, especially from a bear. That is amazing. But thankfully, nobody got hurt by the bear, so that's why it's funny.
Yeah, I'm more interested in making sure the bear doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, thankfully, she is being relocated. Current plan is to alter her diet as she has become heavily dependent on human food. So they're currently making their primary plan to focus on reintroducing a higher yield of plant-based consisting of berries, seeds, and insects, as well as their ability to adapt to anything that is available, but that's their current plan, and then they're going to re-release her as Bear 64F back into the northern Tahoe region.
How dare you? You're stripping it of its name? You're weaning it off of picnic baskets? This is unacceptable.
Hey, boo-boo, they were reading us off of the picnic basket. They're not allowing us to eat. Oh, Yogi, these motherfuckers gotta die.
Yeah, I'm starting a Free Hank coalition, so get your signs.
Oh, yeah. I already got your slogan, honk for Hank.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just hold that up on the side of the road, look people dead in the eyes, and tell them about bears and how unbearable this is to you.
Yeah, it has a right to bear arms into people's fridges.
We're
Next
putting our
person to make a bear
putting our
penis
paw
into
down.
penis. All right, I warned you, Wyatt.
You don't have to be so grisly.
You too, Sengoku.
You pull that claw out of your ass, buddy. It's okay.
And I'm putting your penis deep inside your own asshole. I want you to know that.
This is
Hey, listen.
This is
Go ahead.
pandemonium.
Yeah. I hate those creatures. You don't have to be so bipolar.
See, when you discourage it, we just double down tenfold.
Only you can prevent Hank's enslavement.
That's a good one.
Say Hank's name. Okay, I'm done. I'll stop. Oh, I know I'm being quite unbearable.
I think for Oz's sanity, I should do a hard segue out into our topic here. I'm curious. What is a lot of money to you guys?
A lot of money. Go
Sorry,
ahead,
what?
guys. Sorry.
That's what I wanted. Dead silence after I ask a question.
Fine, I'll go. So for me, a lot of money is more than enough money to be able to pay for and take care of your things. When you're talking about a lot of money, I imagine. So for me in my current daily life, as a normal American, when I was a kid, $5 was a lot of money, but as an adult, $5,000 is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can get to the ridiculous stuff. But for me right now, even $5,000, if someone was like, "Oh, this is $5,000 for this repair," I'll look at them and go "Are you fucking kidding me?" How about you guys?
$100.
$100.
$100 is a lot of money right now. When you're poor, $10 is.
Fair. Phoenix, do you have any weigh in on that?
I figure what's a lot of money to me is anything that's in the triple digits.
Over 100 triple digits?
Yeah, anything over 100, that starts getting to be a fucking lot.
Okay, let me rephrase the question then. What is a life-changing amount of money?
A life-changing amount of money?
Yes. If I said you owe you got a bill, saying you owe $100, it wouldn't be crippling. Yeah. It would suck. But you could
living
get
the fucking real time,
right.
Living the real life here. Anything that's about over $2,000
that's not life changing though, right?
It is for me.
I'd say that's week changing or month changing. Let's call it month changing.
I'm sorry, I'm not as rich as you.
It's not rich. I'm just saying you wouldn't. It doesn't. $2,000 wouldn't change the way you live, right?
It would for me. It would for me.
Computer for 4 months, and $2,000 was the amount. $2,000 is life changing.
Well, okay, and bear in mind, I know what it is to be broke. I literally lived out of a car. I spent 2 weeks on the street. I get you, but even so, I get where he's coming from. $2,000 can be a lot, and it can fix a lot of things and help you. But I get where he's coming from. If someone offered me $100,000, that would actually change my current life condition. I could get a house.
If you're
that would
way
be
of life changing. Then yeah.
Yeah.
That's
comparably. That's why my first thing was 5,000. But that's he said a lot of money, so I understand where you guys are coming from. Now he's asking a different question.
Yeah,
because life changing is a whole lot more different than a lot of money.
Yeah, like I mean, life changing is in like your habits are completely different. You are, you have a car. If you don't have one, you can afford to like live in the situation you want to, permanent, like long term. You know what I mean? Like for let's say $2,000, that doesn't do anything for you long term. Short term, it's great.
Right.
There's a lot of things you can do. But what would you designate?
I'll tell you what.
The amount of money.
I need a lot of money to save to be able to like effectively move to a new lifestyle. I think $1 million is the perfect amount. Phoenix?
Hmm?
What is the way of life-changing amount of money for you?
I probably even I'll up it to 20 grand. If I could get 20 grand, then that's enough to change me.
Yeah, I'd say that's like to me the bare kind of minimum entry level to life changing, because it's
Listen, motherfucker, knock it off with the bear puns.
That genuinely was not fun. That was just a turn of phrase. I didn't intend for it to be a bear pun. Wyatt's just switching devices. He'll be right back. But yeah, I was just basically trying to figure out what is for you guys like a life-changing amount of money. For me, it would be anything over $100,000 or $50,000. Let's say $50,000 and up is like everything changes about the way I live. I can afford to put a down payment on a home. Like do things like that. Like if I wanted to buy a car, like a new car, I can finance one. So I think we can all agree anything upwards of $1 million is a lot of money, like more than we could even fathom or dream at this point in our lives.
I feel like when you hit $1 million, like if you're not thinking about retiring off of it, that's like luxury fund right there.
Well, I don't think you can retire off just $1 million.
No, you can't. You definitely can't.
No, but it's something that you could buy, like invest in a business. Like you could just buy a home outright. Things like that, which is huge. So I'm curious, what would you do for $1 million? What would be?
How much dick am I sucking?
Right. Yeah. I mean, realistically, yeah. Like, what sort of vile or lewd or disruptive things would you do for that $1 million? So I figured we could throw out some possibilities, some ideas on things that it's kind of on the fence, like a would you rather almost, but like a thing that you're not entirely sure whether you would do or not. But you gotta but you think maybe the juice is worth the squeeze here. So, for instance, like, anytime you hear like a baby cry, you know what I mean? You have to lick your lips. Is that worth it?
Yeah.
Definitely, right? That's definitely worth it. So I'm trying to figure out.
100%.
Yeah. It's creepy and it's terrifying and it's off-putting, but like. So Wyatt, what you missed is we were just discussing what you would do for $1 million and throwing out some ideas, some concepts on things where it's kind of a debate in your mind whether you would do it for $1 million.
I'm in. This sounds terrible, and I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Ask away, or do I have to come up with them?
Well, we're gonna spitball some ideas. So we're gonna come up with some things. So, for instance, for $1 million, like for the rest of your life, if you're at a party or you're out and you see someone hasn't finished their drink, you have to finish their drink. Everywhere you go, like if you're at a baseball game and you see the arena is cleared out, you have to go around finishing up people's drinks.
Man, that's how you get an infection.
Right?
I would do that because I would just not go to bars or baseball games anymore. Like for $1 million, as you said, it is a life-altering amount of money. I would change my life to affect this deal. If I had to finish off drinks that people left around, I would just stop going to places where people leave drinks around.
Well, now you're using the genie paradox, where if I just don't do as the genie says, which is of the parameters, I just get what I want. What if, and you get the $1 million? So, I get where you're coming from, and you're not wrong, Oz. I'm just saying it's kind of fights the purpose of the wildness of it.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
No,
I'm okay with that as a workaround, but you have to realize that that's what it would entail, right? Like
yeah,
it would be
drastically change your life. Like you couldn't go out to restaurants anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't go out to bars. You couldn't go out to. Yeah, it would change your life, but you would have $1 million.
Yeah, but what if? And here's a hypothetical: you go and you have to go to work, and someone is drinking on the job, committing, a problematic situation. If they stop drinking it, you have to walk up and think about if your boss is coming, so they stop drinking it in that moment and hide it, and now you have to go over and drink it in front of your boss. Problematic.
To be fair, in that situation, why the fuck are you at work? You have $1 million.
I've been at work. $1 million. You have to work even though you have $1 million. Are you kidding me?
For $1 million, you invest even half of that, or you can put that in a bank account with even like the tiniest bit of fuck. What's the thing that I'm thinking of?
Interest.
You will get a ton of money.
Okay. My problem with people who think that $1 million is going to change your life. Each of the people who have won the lottery, 1 in 3 of them live 10 years after they've won the lottery. Most of them,
because they spend $1 million.
Yeah, they blow through it. They get killed by their family. They make some incorrigible decision like, oh, I'll never lose this money, and they die broke. Some of them invested the money, and then they wound up dead regardless, and wound up penniless because the things that they put their money into, they flopped, they failed, and they lost all of their investments. So it can be a scary situation.
If that's the situation, then no matter what, we're gonna die anyways. Why the fuck would you be at
work? Fair. We all die. You're right.
But I think that's what Phoenix and I are discussing. Is it's not. We don't think $1 million is enough to retire on. To bank on forever. I think the idea of like if you have that and then you keep doing what you're doing right now, or even like modify it, because we'd all probably modify what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's just money in your pocket. It's just extra.
Absolutely.
I
would never believe, even if I was given $1 million, I'm not going to quit working. I'm just going to use it to benefit my work life. I'm going to use it to improve my condition, put me through school, put those I care about through education. Like $1 million will radically change my life, but it's not going to keep me from going to a workplace. I won't just stay at home all the time.
It fucking would for me.
No, you'd probably open your own business, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I'd want to open up my own business. Like we talked about the tavern. That'd be wonderful. But that again wouldn't be me staying at home. That would be us doing something with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what though? In this specific situation, maybe opening up a tavern isn't the best business idea.
Even with this, if this was the curse to get me our tavern, I would do this. I know I will die within 2 fucking years of liver poisoning, but goddamn, will those be 2 good fucking years?
You realize, like, Wyatt's a Satanist. He's probably gonna agree to most of this stuff.
Yeah, live free, die well.
Honestly, I might
live free, die fat.
I
Die
might have,
fat and happy.
yeah, I might have considered it pre-COVID, but post-COVID, it's really changed my view on like germs. Like
Fair.
you know what I mean? Like I remember when I was a teenager and like we'd like share a joint, and then like a stranger would come up and be like, "Can I hit that?" And it's like, "Sure, man."
Well-
And the idea of doing that, like after 20 years old, is a waking nightmare. Like the idea of
So-
sharing anything with anyone is just like
So
absolutely not.
the one thing is, there's a reason why back in the day, especially in the 14th century, that people shared drinks, and it wasn't entirely not just taboo, but also a benefit, is because the alcohol in your drink, no joke, alcohol, if you drink alcohol with even like really shitty meals, it can scientifically improve your chances of fighting food poisoning and general like unhealthy like aspects, certain sicknesses. So yeah, I could get infected with something. You know, we could get infected by something any day. Where at my job in particular, I could get sick any fucking day and have on multiple occasions get back-to-back sicknesses. But you know what? You fight through it, you work through it, and for me, it would be the same thing here. So I would take this deal personally.
Okay. Phoenix, what do you feel?
I was blowing my nose throughout the entirety of it. Reminded me of the question.
Would you drink every drink that was left unfinished if you were given, and let's say this premise is tax-free, like just $1 million, because $1 million, especially in Canada, is like 300 grand. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
let's say it's $1 million straight,
The conversion.
A million USD.
Yeah.
untaxed. Like it's just $1 million is yours. Because I know I think it's well over 60%.
If I'm just like fucking finishing the drinks off and everything, I think I might do that.
I mean, I guess what I would worry about is getting essentially like herpes or something. And I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if the
all I
question
have to
was
say,
$1 million
Go ahead.
to get like herpes. I don't know. If
all I'm
that's-
saying is that in your body at this moment, there are 5 different types of herpes without you even trying.
Yeah, but but you got to be
I know
terrified.
what you mean, though.
You never
The
know which
active
one you're
type.
gonna get.
That's
Like,
true.
everybody-
Roulette.
Everybody has a different reaction to it. So some people get.
You're
like,
right.
Like I have a little bump over here, and some people are like, my face is melting off. Like you never
Yeah,
know
that's true.
what
You're
you
right,
get
you're right.
until you get it, and that's the terrifying thing, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I've got one for you guys,
Sure.
and this is one that I would not do.
Oh wow.
Well, you'll understand why in a second.
Hmm.
And this only goes for objects. $1 million, but every time you forget something, it's gone forever. You walk out of the room and you wonder where your drink is, that drink's gone. You forget where you parked your car, gone. This is ADHD's nightmare.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a no for me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely a no. Like if I forget anything, you're gonna lose that $1 million real quick.
Yeah, I can't imagine a world in which I'd be able to keep any of the things I wanted.
Yeah,
Like-
unless you literally had like a fucking list of literally everything that you have of things that you're not going to forget.
You see, even with that list, though, you'd picked up the list one day and you'd look at it and be like, oh, I forgot I had that. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is does the list count as remembering it if it's on a list? Right?
No.
Because yeah, it's not in your memory. So I mean you
The
could live
second
like
it leaves your mind, it's gone.
you'd need almost to like live a minimalist lifestyle where you have like, you have Spartan room where there's like 10 things in it and you're like, I'll never forget them because I look at them every day. As soon as you have another room in your house, it's like, well, that's like, good luck grocery shopping.
What happens when you forget to go to work and your workplace just disappears?
Amazing. That's the
Yeah.
loophole.
Forgot to take
If
a
you forget
piss.
to go to work,
you're-
you lose your job. That's what
You
happens.
forget to take a shit, you lose your colon. Forget to take a piss, you lose your bladder.
It only works on like objects, non like living objects.
Also, who forgets to like defecate? Like, how do you forget?
Yeah, wait. Let's
Like-
roll this back. How do you forget that?
Like, I don't remember that
Something
either.
could
My
come up.
body tells me it's a necessity. It's not like I'm like, remember, Chris.
Sometimes
Like,
you
you know.
forget. Sometimes you forget, and you hold on to that.
Wow.
All right. So what's the verdict on this one? I imagine it's no's all
Absolutely
around.
not. Yeah, absolutely not.
Oh wait. We haven't heard from Wyatt yet. Wyatt, what do you think about this?
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no's all around.
No
Good to
chance.
know. I have defeated everyone. To be fair, I wouldn't do this for $1 trillion.
No. I hate it.
Yeah, no.
You would forget you had the $1 trillion.
Yeah, no, you see, I would put it in my bank account, right? I'm never forget my bank account. I'll forget the PIN though. And then that PIN is gone and I no longer have access to that bank account. All right. Wyatt, you got one?
Sure. So for $1 million, you would have to. No, that's a maybe
Do
too
it.
far. Are you sure?
Do it.
Okay. For $1 million, you'd have to go into an orphanage,
Oh,
And
God. I
have
don't
to
like where this is starting.
lock eyes with the individual who runs the place, and you need to begin to start stripping down. You don't have to completely get naked, but you have to get down to your underwear while singing "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt." Whole song.
Do it once or do it multiple times?
You have to do it once, only one time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I could do that because you never said I had to do it while the orphans were awake.
Hmm.
I did
bust
not.
into the orphanage office. I'm looking at the headmaster. No one else is in the room. I'm too sexy for my shit.
Oh yeah, just know
I'm
they
gonna
could
get the
pull
police
out
call on me.
while you're doing this. They could pull out their camera, and you will be seen forever as the person who went into an orphanage and did this. But hey, that's your business.
No, you see, here's the plan, right? 100% effective, gonna go right. You start dating the headmaster of this orphanage.
Long term.
You slowly build up a relationship with them, and then one day you burst into their office, surprise. You shut the door. I'm too sexy, and it's just like a surprise.
Still
And you get $2
disturbing,
million.
but fair enough. What
Look.
about you, Phoenix? I hear you. Both of you are into it. You support this,
If it's
and
once.
I can't lie.
Yeah, if it's
I'd be willing to
once,
do it too.
no, not a problem.
Would you say, Phoenix?
I didn't say anything.
That's why I'm asking. What would you do this?
It's hard to say. I think yes.
I think yes. You
I
know,
think yes.
It's an honest
I'm
answer.
still not like full on my response there.
I will give you exactly 5 seconds to clear your mind, and you will respond with the first word that comes to your mind between yes and no. 5,
Thank you.
4, sneeze.
That's my answer.
2, 1.
Miss sneeze. All right, so here's the backup plan.
Oh, jeez.
You become a strippergram. You buy yourself a strippergram and send it to the headmasteress or of the orphanage. You wait until you know you're not going to get arrested.
I like not being
You go
arrested.
in, boom. Huge misunderstanding. One of her friends pranked her. Bam. Easy $1 million.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, no question. And I hate the idea of doing a striptease for a stranger, but the prospect of a life-changing amount of money is absolutely.
That is fair, and that is why I agree. I would do it too.
Phoenix.
I got a fucking problem here, so I'm like going in and out.
It's all good. I'll
Repeat.
Going in and out is always a problem with the ladies, eh?
Like I would know anything about that.
Ah, look at this stud. He's bashful. He's bashful.
I'll give
Bash.
give you another one. What if you get $1 million, but everywhere you go, every day you have like an a cappella group following you and doing a cappella songs.
Yep. I'm in.
And just consider, this is everywhere. This is all the time.
I want them to sing while I'm getting it on. I want them to be fucking doing their thing while I'm doing my thing.
Want them to rimmadimma do it.
I want them to rimmadimma do it.
Yeah. Like you're attending a funeral and there's just rimmadimma.
Yep. Yeah, I accept this.
Okay.
I do.
I have expect the dead to slowly arise as the glorious music is going.
This is nowhere near enough for me not to do it for $1 million.
It's what, sorry?
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is there any band you wouldn't do it for? Like any type of musical accompaniment to your life? Because that's my nightmare is a cappella.
Fucking country music.
Even country music, I could, I'll definitely blow my brains out after like the first few months of it. But I could survive a life like the first few weeks. I could get a kick out of it, even if it was country music.
What if it was the same song? Like, that's no variation, just every day. It's
that I would have to put on some fucking headphones. Like, do they stop when I go to bed? Do they go to bed? Do they have a sleep? Are they an eldritch being? Do they require slumber?
I think they would have to stick with your sleep schedule. So as you go to as you go into bed, they just soften up, and then when you wake up to them every day.
They crack out of their mono. I just imagine standing there, and slowly as I awaken, their eyes open and their necks pop into place as they begin. They lick their lips as they prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking that is an eldritch nightmare, honestly, if I think about it.
You know what? Fucking a mariachi band would probably be a nightmare. Just every day, all day, you're sleeping, you wake up. I'm
just saying.
And also the inconvenience of going anywhere.
Yeah. And that's the thing is ultimately like you're saying like I would be okay with like getting it on with these, but keep in mind it takes another person to be okay with this. You might never be able to have a relationship again.
If they can't handle me with my I almost said mariachi band. If they can't handle me with my freaking remadema doo-doos. They don't earn me at my remadema ding dings.
I think that would be funny because, like, you obviously they're always following you around, and then you get into the bedroom. All right, you ready for this? And they just start acapelling the magic mics up. Bow, bow, down.
Yes, skibbity toilets.
The music.
It's skibbity toilets all day, all night. That's all. That's your life from now
on. You know what? What if it's just one long continuous scat? The entire life.
That would kill me. I would fucking blow my brains out. That I couldn't even be able to think if it was like that.
Well, that's what I wanted to translate. Is for me, it's a cappella. For you, it has to be whatever musical thing you like the least. And that's the thing is, it's got to be painful. It can't be like, can't be like Hammerfall just follows you around and it's just like a
That
free
is
concert.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking
like a Monomarth chilling with you all day. That's just great.
not late tonight. I'd be all over that. That'd be fun. But yeah, I get you. It's got to see. Well, there's one form of music I really can't support, and that is trash compactors. And by that, I'm meaning fucking grind metal. That shit annoys me.
By that, you mean Five Finger Death Punch?
Fucking honestly. Well, they were good when I was young, or at least in my perception. But no, again, in my perception, I thought they were good.
Yes, that's the correct
But then I grew up and I listened, I'm like, what a bunch of fucking tools.
That is the correct answer. You were young and foolish.
Oh, yeah.
Was going to be one of my questions. Like, would you, knowing everything that Five Finger Death Punch is, what was it, like their main leader?
Oh, yeah, how Ivan religiously would go home and beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you unironically like his band for $1 million?
Yeah, or any monster, right? Like, that is a tricky question, right? It's like, would you, for $1 million, would you get up and support Chris Chan? Like, you're Chris Chan's
that's a no
advocate? Like, you have to, like,
Nope.
like, you have to create, like, a free Chris Chan website or some
My
terrible
life
monster.
is worth more than $1 million.
Yeah, my credibility as a human being and my worth that I believe, my faith in humanity is worth a little more.
Mm-hmm.
If it was something as mild as Five Finger Death Punch, I feel I could do it.
Oh, for
If
sure.
it's something like fucking Chris Chan or getting into like politics or anything like that, that's a no for me.
Mm-hmm.
I get in politics for $1 million.
Oh, for sure. For $1 million? Yeah, I would slap on a MAGA hat and just be like, I'm so very sorry for this. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
What I'm about to say may contradict God's teachings.
Yeah, I am so very sorry, but critical race theory or something. I don't know what the Trumpers are about now.
No. You can't apologize for it. You gotta be into it.
Yeah, no.
You gotta pick a
talking point, hatred.
Yeah. No, the I am so sorry would have to be a like a thought in my head to the person. Like, I'm so very sorry. But yes, you're right.
I'm so sorry, but I think Justin Trudeau is somebody worth trusting.
That would be an easy one.
I believe in him.
Justin Trudeau.
That'd be an easy one. Oz, do you got one?
Yeah, I've got a couple. All right. Okay. This one's a little weird, but I think it's funny.
The ones that we've had have been totally hinged.
Because it's for technically more than $1 million.
Oh.
You never have to pay for anything in your life ever again. In fact, you physically cannot. But any transaction that you ever have, be it buying a stick of gum, all the way to buying a house,
I know exactly.
Someone will show up. Yeah. You know, someone will show up, put a glove on, lube up their finger, and stick their finger up your ass for 2 seconds. And that completes the transaction.
Just out in public.
So just 2 seconds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 seconds. Anytime you buy anything ever.
Now, how does that work with like grocery shopping when you have like multiple items? Like, is it just gonna?
It's one transaction.
Oh, it's one transaction. So it's just 1 2 second period.
Yeah.
So you just gotta make sure, like, you gotta.
You gotta
remember that shit.
Yeah, you gotta really plan out your week
when they're doing it.
No.
I mean, if they're lubing up and putting on a glove, go for it. But if they're going like 1,000 years of pain level shit on me, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I mean, it's a different person every time.
What was the?
You didn't say that. It's not even a person I can get used to.
Get used to.
Different person every time. Different sized fingers. One day you could get, little tiny fingers. Another day it could be Andre the Giant. But anytime you buy if you're in your house sitting at your computer and you buy a game online, the man appears next to you and you have to stand up and bend over.
I love why you can't even get used to them. Like you just like form a relationship. Like, oh, what's up, Steve? Yep.
Yeah, but like think about it. Like if it's the same guy every time, you could at least form that understanding between each other. No, there's no camaraderie. It's just some random person.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Billy.
Camaraderie. You're looking to form camaraderie with someone who's like finger fucking your ass.
Now everything's free, so I don't like.
It's a transaction.
It's a financial thing. Doesn't mean I can't get used to the feel of a man's fingers.
And there's an extra caveat to this. The cashier will always understand what's going on and never be weirded out by it.
Oh, well, that changes a lot.
Okay.
Everyone else will not get the same treatment. If you're in line at a grocery store, everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" The cashier won't see anything wrong with it, but everyone else will.
Little Timmy can be scarred for all I care.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Is fuck little Timmy. This is free shit.
Not literally.
See, on paper, it seems like a good deal when you think about like buying a house or a car. But then you have to think about it's every time you buy something. So
every time I spend money. So anytime I have auto pays for like bills and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Imagine your microtransactions.
Just imagine you got your subscriptions too.
It would really.
The companies are already finger fucking you. This is no different.
Yeah. But it would really.
I should mention each transaction is a different person. So if you have like let's say it's your bills, right? You have maybe 3 or 4 bills. 4 people will line up next to you with gloves and lube.
Yeah, it would really make you rethink those skins you want for a game.
Yep.
I'm still seeing no downsides here so far.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, don't.
Well, I mean,
I get everything paid for, and I get finger banged. What's the downside?
It's like slowly turning into Quagmire here.
If God was straight, then it wouldn't make the fucking oh-whoa in your butt.
There is no. There's no oh in my butt. I'm out.
You wouldn't do this?
No, not in a million years. It's you got to consider though. For me, it's assault. Like there's no amount of it that it's not about it being weird. The cashier not understanding. I would feel violated every single time.
So hang on a second.
So for me, it's not.
Take a look at it from a legal stance then. Every transaction you do is technically a sexual assault lawsuit against just another person. That's a lot of court fees and
but it doesn't matter.
No, it's technically prostitution if you think about it.
It is technically prostitution.
You're just as guilty as the person fingering your butt. You're soliciting a sex act by buying gum.
Your Honor, this item was bought legally from the rectal insertion. I have no idea what case I'm presiding over, and I live in fear of you.
Our chat doesn't understand. It counts just for everything. Like if you it's not the cashier. It's every time you spend money. So if you make an online purchase, you get a knock on the door that you have to answer. And it's
not even a knock on the door. They appear.
Right, yeah, but I'm just trying to paint a picture here. And the person has to do it for everything. For everything you do. So you check You self-checkout? Great. Awesome, you self-checked out. Guess who's waiting for you at the end of the self-checkout?
Wait a second. I just realized what this is. For better or for worse, Oz, do you realize that you just made a Family Guy cutaway gag?
Did I?
Well,
No, it's an original one. You've made it up, but this is something that they would come up with.
This is one of the actual questions from Rooster Teeth. In fact, amazing. It's the first question.
Yeah. But okay, so let's give conclusions here. I'm a no. Oz?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Wyatt, I'm pretty sure you're yes.
Lube me up, baby.
Yeah. Phoenix?
Yep.
Yeah? You're on board?
I'm on board. Fucking.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Man, buying all those skins
didn't realize he was in a group of wars.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is a great question that the comment asks. In-game currency, does that count?
Yes.
It 100%
Yeah,
counts.
everything counts. You no longer have money. You cannot spend any money. It's not yours. It's the person fingering your butt. It's their money. But
you're using it when you need it.
Yeah, but it's a limitless amount.
No. In-game money, not money that you purchase with money. If you go to buy something in an in-game shop with money that you earn in that game, like if you go to buy something in Warcraft with silver,
that's
stuff
not
that you
money.
get normally in game.
No,
that's money.
That's not money.
That is a transaction that happens in the game. Finger up the butt.
No, see, I disagree. I disagree with that premise. That's not money.
Any transaction.
Yeah, but that's not a transaction.
It is. You're buying something from a shop. It may not be you.
No, to me that's
you as a player are making a transaction in a game.
Yeah, but you as your character's making the transaction. You are not.
But you're making decisions for the character.
Yes, but I see
where Singleton's coming from. If by that logic, if you yourself are doing a barter where you're not spending anything, do you count a friend coming over and you offering them a drink, or they offer you a drink? Technically, that is a transaction. Something is being exchanged for a service. So you're saying if you mow someone's lawn, that counts too? Yeah.
Any transaction was the thing. Not just anytime you spend money. Any transaction.
Yeah, I just think it's a real, an actual transaction. To me, that's not a
a monetary transaction.
That's part of the game. That's not an actual transaction.
Yeah, it is part of the game. But that's the caveat, because you never have to spend money again, ever.
Well, I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because my answer's still no. But this is just extra no.
Because now this is just getting ridiculous. Because what if I'm playing Legend of Zelda, the original, where I'm going to the shop in game and buying with the money that I didn't actually spend, my character had.
Figure out the butt.
Yeah, no, I disagree with the premise, but my answer's still no.
Because of that in particular, because that means that any transaction, even me going and exchanging some salt or something with a neighbor, that leads to butt fuckery. I'm out.
Yeah. That makes your life.
You still in this with me?
No. Nope.
Yeah, because it's just going to be an inconvenience. Before it would have been fucking hilarious.
That's what it's supposed to be.
No, but this makes it so you can't enjoy anything in life at all. Because at least
you literally exchange greetings with someone and you're gonna get a finger up the ass.
That's a transaction at that point. Everything's a transaction if you break it down.
No, that's different.
No, it's an exchange.
No, by your words.
Yeah.
I was with you until that part.
We're gonna move on because we could go over this forever. One, it was my question. I can decide the rules of it.
That's fair.
2, moving on.
Yeah, that's fair. Wyatt. Do you have another one? I know Phoenix does.
Phoenix, do you?
I do, yeah.
Go for it, bud.
Say you were transported to a different era, specifically the Dark Ages, and you were given 1 million of whatever currency they used back then. Would you do it?
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
I definitively would. Like, rich people have always, like, even back then it's almost even better. Because then you're just like, like you have like a way more control than you would now. Also, is it an alternate timeline or is it Earth's history?
I want to say Earth's history.
Oh, even more so then, because then I could just predict the future and become like crazy insane.
Well,
right?
by that extension, wouldn't that make it a new dimension?
I guess
because
you're
you've
right.
altered it.
Yeah, but I meant in the scheme of
I
things.
get what you mean. I get what you
I'm
mean.
going back
Okay.
to the current timeline and then changing the timeline.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm 100% on board, even though I'd probably die of dysentery.
Yeah, big pass.
Yeah.
Big pass on this one.
I mean, if I went back in time, do I have dictation of where in the world I'd be transported to, or would I just be plopped somewhere with 1 million of that currency?
That's important.
Phoenix?
Because if I'm dropped in the middle of China with 1 million schmullions in their currency, my life is perfect and I'm going to be just fine.
I guess I should elaborate then. European Dark Ages,
Okay.
like the
Just anywhere in Europe?
Does it have
You know,
to be? Does it have
anywhere
to
in
be
Europe.
during the plague?
Yep.
Do I get to
I'll
choose,
say
or does
yeah.
it just drop me off?
Actually, would it be my body?
Would it be your body?
Yes, would it be me,
So-
my physical body as it is now?
I want to say yes.
Absolutely then, because I'm immune to most of the things that killed people then.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That would-
yeah.
that would be a
what if
big-
you weren't? What if you weren't?
See,
immune
that
then?
changes it, because like I am basically, because of like, we survived the plague,
Yeah.
we are plague resistant. But if you
So
put
I get.
if you put me back then without plague resistance and it's during the plague, then money doesn't mean shit to me because I'm gonna die in
Yeah.
a horrible death, right?
Like-
So,
Say this was before like all of those vaccines were created, and you haven't been inoculated with it yet.
well, it's kind of a natural
So-
vaccine, right? Like your generations and generations of surviving these diseases are in your blood, right? So it's like
You're
that's,
reborn into this age.
yeah, that would be very I would say no in that case, but yes in my scenario.
I want to say like if your body matched what you were today, but you didn't have the same immune system, I guess. Like you would have the same immune system as that of like your average fucking noble or peasant. Your average Joe Smo in the medieval ages.
Yeah, I mean, not in a plague city.
Because I'd have 1 million schmeckles, I would do it because then I'm dropped in this area. I find the nearest rich person. I pay them a good hearty amount of that money for protection. And then I pay them a lion's share as well to teach me how to speak their fucking language, because none of us speak the language of the dark time.
Yeah.
So I would, because I'd have 1 million, I could pay them to teach me the languages. I could pay them to teach me to write and read. My life would be made. Even if I only had the resistances during the time, as a rich person during the Dark Ages, I'd be okay.
Kings died though, dude. Like,
They did all the
You know,
time, murdered,
yeah.
slaughtered.
no,
I'd probably die.
I meant by the plague,
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
right? So that's
But the plague wasn't huge during the Dark Ages.
that's what I asked to clarify. I said, is this?
Yeah,
because
he said specifically Dark Ages, so I was
Oh.
thinking between
He
600
said
to.
plague times.
I asked.
Did you say plague? I thought you said the Dark Ages.
I thought he
Both.
just. I thought he
I
just.
said Dark Ages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said Dark Ages.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if there was no plague, I'm on board.
Well,
if
there
there's
were
plague,
sicknesses
I'm out.
all over during the time, but the plague as we know it didn't exist until the 13th century, or at least existed but didn't spread to the
Yeah, it wasn't.
to the west.
Yeah, it wasn't like cities of corpse carts and things like that.
Wasn't like
Exactly.
Skaven Central.
Yeah,
Instead, we're talking about a time where an entire country numbered maybe thousands. So easy to manage,
yeah.
learn the language.
All you have to do is avoid
Potentially
getting
die in a raid.
killed as a demon or something because you know too much.
Exactly. So you'd have to pretend to not know anything. You'd be a lost foreigner.
No, this is the biggest no of my life. One, you'd lose all the modern comforts. So even
Yeah.
as a poor person in the modern age, I'm living better than a god king in the Dark Ages.
In some ways, yes.
I've got
you're
a
right.
TV. You guys have no idea how boring that would be. Yeah, sure, you can play
No.
knights, but that's all you could do.
No, I teach them how to play TTRPGs.
I guess.
You're right.
You could just go out and be
You're
a
right.
TTRPG.
Yeah. Why would I do
Hey,
that?
but-
I could get
You
stabbed
could
out
do
there.
that
Fuck
here,
that.
right now.
Yeah, but
You
back
have friends
then,
who play
I could do so
Also,
as a rich person.
you would lose all of your connections to this world. Girlfriends, parents, siblings, friends, all of them gone.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No. It is so boring in the Dark Ages. And even with a million.
Was it
Schmeckle.
boring?
Yes!
How do you know that it was boring? How much study of the Dark Ages have you done?
None. But I can tell you, no electricity. All you could do is run around, find a job, and contribute. I guess if you're rich,
Oh.
you can drink a lot, because that's what the rich did.
Mhm.
What the rich did.
Drink, they had parties, they fucked a lot. I guess if that's what you're into, I'd rather do something.
I love how you're describing really good times, like drinking, fucking,
But also,
watching
every
jousts.
modern
If you're
comfort
into
that you've
that,
gotten used to,
it's like that sounds
every
great.
modern comfort that you've gotten used to, gone.
Yeah,
Plumbing,
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, I can.
You have to
I've been in a shit house
reinvent toilet paper.
no, see, I'm
I've lived without electricity for several months. Actually, I could. I'm not saying I'd be perfect at first, but I could learn how to manage.
yeah, I think
I don't require technology like that.
No, me neither. But I think knowing about all the things we know too is super helpful. Like to your point,
Mhm.
like like you don't need to. It's kind of like Ash in Army of Darkness, right? You can kind of go back and have a basic understanding of certain things, and that's huge because most
yeah.
people can't read during that time. So like just having
But you don't take anything back with you.
no,
So you'd have to
your
go
knowledge
based off of the knowledge
Yeah.
that you have
You go
right
with
now.
a million, and you go with your knowledge. That's what I'm gathering from
But
this.
to your point, yeah, when you go back there, you are like an idiot today is a super genius. Then
Yeah.
it's like so. There's a huge gap in that. Like just like I said, if you can read, you're already an elite. You know what I mean? So it's like, the tough sell for me is like
Well,
not
you
the
couldn't read.
lifestyle. Well, yeah, you're right because the that would be the hardest part because like if you couldn't speak the language, you couldn't read the language, then you'd probably just get murdered and your gold
So-
taken from you. But like you know,
For that, what I have to say to that is we have multiple people, including the traveler Masad, the Muslim adventurer who went through the Viking regions of Norway and Denmark. He learned the language as he was there. He didn't know the language before he went, but he paid for people to translate and to teach him how to speak the local tongue. You know, he was super rich. He was, by our standards, a multimillionaire. So guess what he was able to pay for? Education in the native tongue, adventures, security, merchants. He didn't even know how to fucking speak to the people, but he was able to build relationships with the locals.
Yeah, no, yeah, big pass.
what about you,
This
Phoenix?
is still just
Where
We're
do you
still on the the medieval Dark Ages.
Yeah,
I would say,
where do you sit?
I would say No, because I would fucking die from a plague immediately.
Hmm. What if there's no plague?
If
It's
there
just-
was no plague,
You're just
maybe.
dealing dysentery. Let's say that's a pretty common disease. Or you. My big worry would be like, oh, I scraped my finger. You know, and it's
Yeah,
like,
Well,
yeah,
not
dead.
scraping your finger.
yeah,
Don't
there's-
scrape it on
There's
metal.
no antibiotics, you know, so you get a disease, you either fight it off naturally or it kills you. That's the scary part for me. The lifestyle
You know
stuff.
how to fight? You know why people died of dysentery back then? The thing that you'd know how to deal with. Just boil your water, motherfuckers.
No, I agree.
Be
but,
intelligent.
you know,
But I get where you're coming from, where a scrape can give you lockjaw.
yeah, you have to cook
I would.
all your own food. You have to bathe, like, and everybody thinks you're a freak for doing it.
I would start my own religion. I would honestly start one of my own religions.
You'd be a heretic.
Yeah.
You gotta boil your demons out of the water.
Leads the most successful commune in the land.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wyatt, have you thought of another premise?
Nay, I am a loser. I'm sorry. But I guess there is one. You get paid $1 million every year. Like you'll get $1 million every year.
Mm-hmm.
But with each year, you lose one. You lose an appendage of your body. So, like after the first year, you lose your finger. The next year, the next finger, and all the way down until you eventually become a nub. But you've stored up millions upon millions, and you can spend them however you wish. You get $1 million every year, but you
Just-
slowly are
Just fingers?
clean.
Just fingers and toes.
Fingers, toes, and then slowly yeah, you know what? I'll even do that. Cut it off at fingers and toes. They don't cut off your dick. They don't cut out your teeth or pull anything.
Oh.
You just, over the course of the years, you got 20 years until you're out of digits.
As long as it's just fingers and toes, yes, because I don't mind getting robotic like fingers.
Yeah.
Which, with the millions, you could do.
But if it's an arm or something, or a leg at that point, or to your point, a dick, absolutely not, because those things like are don't work the same. Like they could never, like they're not like, you know, they would never be as comfortable or as functional in the modern era, anyways. But fingers, yeah, I could replace that with robot fingers, and I think they would work pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I would
I
even
can do
go
it if it was
so
just
far.
fingers and
Okay,
toes.
now I'll go to the next level. Appendages all the way to the point that you are but a head and a torso.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna be looking like an iron lung. No.
No, I'm not going to be Mecha Hitler in like a suit. Just walking around with like a head in a jar. Like Nixon from Futurama.
I'm just saying that first 20 years is be pretty good, and then after that, you know.
I ain't trying to become Mr. House from Fallout.
What? That's a great way to live.
If we were in like cyberpunk era, I totally would, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, it's too janky. Like you're like your fake leg is like chafing, like, you know, and stuff. It's like it's not great yet. Whereas fingers and toes, I think those things you could replace pretty, like you could do like a decent job and it would function. But anything beyond that, I'm out. Okay.
What about the other two?
Why did you just walk into a winter wasteland?
Am I making sounds? What's going on?
It sounded like you opened a door into like, you know, like the scene from Rudolph the Red-Nosed
fan.
Reindeer.
The fan was coming down on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. You get $1 million, but every time you tell a lie, you poop a little.
How little are we talking about?
Like enough that it's like to the rest of the world, like, you know, it's like a stinky fart. You know, like it's like they don't know, but there's a little there's a little shit in your pants. Like
are we talking like this is like making its way to the undies sort of deal, or
oh, definitively, like yeah,
oh,
it's
okay,
it's making it's fully out. You've expelled a little bit, but it's enough that like like you can go home and change before people would know. They'd just be like, oh, what stinks? And you're like, I got this thing. Like you could like
And then
sneak
you shit
off.
more.
dude.
Yeah,
Hey, I get.
And then
that's true. You would. That's true. Your excuse would make you poop a little bit more. Let's say like
you would never be able to just say, "Oh, I just have this thing." You would have to say, "I shit my pants. I gotta go."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's true. You wouldn't. You just have to like leave impromptu.
You would have to become fucking Jim Carrey in that show and never lie again.
Liar, liar. Yeah, that movie. Yeah.
That, or you strategically find the right time to lie, and you begin wearing diapers.
Keep in mind, I think the trickiest part is white lies would count. So like you couldn't even be nice to your friends. Like, do you like my drawing? And you're like, yeah, it's great. And you're just like, oh, awesome. I just shit my pants. Like everything. You just trying to be like a nice person.
That would just lead to your significant other eventually noticing your tell when you're lying.
Yeah, that would be. Any of your friends would immediately start realizing when you lie when they just smell shit.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't call it a tell when you shit your pants. That's not a tell. That's a little bit more than that, I think.
You just start wearing adult diapers then at that point. Like, there's no reason to not.
Oh, for sure.
So essentially what your point is then, would you just start wearing adult diapers and shitting your pants every day if you, for $1 million? I think yes.
Yeah, the trick is, you can do anything you like to, like, you can like, wear diapers, you can, like, try and be honest. There's tons of workarounds, but is this something you would do for $1 million?
For a one-time payment of $1 million schmolians?
Yes. But it's for the rest of your life.
Oh,
no
God,
fucking shot.
Could you imagine if you needed to wear a colostomia bag?
Colostomia, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Colostomy?
That sounds like a Roman general of old. I am Colostomia.
I've got a Binding of Isaac in my mind, and I'm pretty sure the boss's name, that is really just a shit sack, is Colostomia.
Yes, the Battle of Colostomia.
Great Emperor Julius Caesar took part in it.
Yeah. So, is everybody out?
There's no fucking shot I'm doing it.
Why are you out?
I would.
You would? Phoenix? You would do it?
I would. Uh-huh.
Phoenix would just never go outside. He'd replace his like gaming chair with just a toilet.
Dude, I've got IBS.
Well, I say no only because I would constantly be lying to myself, and I would just be overflowing in my own shit.
Yeah, I think I would say. I would say
that would
no.
be a really interesting pick me up.
Yeah,
where like you're just like, I'm not pretty, and then you shit yourself. Oh, hey,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I look so fucking ugly today. Oh, hey.
Yeah,
I do love myself. Thanks, asshole.
I think the only reason I wouldn't do it is because of the white lie part. If it was just like not lying in general, I would be totally on board. Because I could just be like a straightforward, honest person and just be like, yeah, well, like I'm not interested. But the idea that like if someone was like, oh, do you like this? Like, like, do I look good today? I can't be like, yep. Just like boost their confidence. I just have to like shit my pants when I'm trying to be. I think that would change me. It would corrupt me and make me a monster.
No, you look fucking ugly. Get out of my way.
I'm not shitting my pants today.
but you're shitting all over your relationships.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think you could have a
right.
relationship.
Oh my god! It literally is. You either shit. It's the Batman thing where you either stop shitting yourself or you shit long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got one for you guys. You get $1 million a month, $12 million a year, but once a month at random for an entire day, you are attacked by a random animal.
Random.
Is this animal allowed to kill
Singular
me?
goal to survive. What?
Is this? That was gonna be my question. Is the animal's goal to kill me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I assume so. Yeah.
Well, it could have been to maim and just basically I get attacked and then every month, but I'm left to live. Once a month.
So
will
how
I
often does
be
the animal attack? Once a month?
Once a month, he said.
Once a month.
Okay.
So
But you get $1 million a month.
that sounds like living like Bear fucking Grills.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it. Yep. I would just build like an armada, like a ridiculous armory.
Yeah, I'd have to make like palisades and
I'd live
just fucking defend yourself.
I'd live like that guy from Tremors, like the guy,
Yeah.
the gun
Like,
guy,
guns everywhere.
Yeah, just live like that guy. Yeah, it'd be good times. No, absolutely, yeah.
I think. Yeah, you have to build your life around it because you'd have to stay in your fortress until the day of the month that the animal attacks you.
Yeah, but then
you can emerge.
Wait, you don't know when it is?
Yeah, no, it's at
You
any
said it's
point in the
random.
month. It's a random point in the month and a random
Oh
animal.
my god!
Okay.
Think about if it happens on like the last day of the month.
Let's say it's like, let's say I get attacked on like August 1st. Does
Mhm.
that mean I have until September? I'm free and clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like if it happens at the end of the month, oh Jesus! But if it happens at the beginning of the month,
Yeah. Yeah, that would ruin your month. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. I'm just curious if that was the premise. Because that would be great. Those, I imagine talking to your family, just being like, "This month was great. Baboons attacked me day 1. Now I have 29 days of freedom."
oh my god! Think about how terrifying leap years would be for you.
And it's just one animal, right?
No, it's a group of animals.
Oh, see, that's a little different too, because it's like,
Well, you led this with saying an animal attacks you.
yeah, because like I'm thinking like
Yeah,
1 month.
an animal. Sorry, that I see however that could imply one. No, a species of animal attacks you for a day.
About how many?
Like maybe 5, 10, 15, depending on the animal.
Because that does matter, yeah. Because it's like if it's like 1 million locusts or something, like it's like okay, like what am I
No,
supposed
bugs are excluded.
Okay.
I will exclude bugs because that's like almost impossible to fight against.
Yeah, exactly. Like 1 million spiders, and you're like Black Widow month, and it's like cool, great. I guess I'll just die. But yeah, if it's like, I get what you're saying. Like 1 elephant or
5
like
hippos.
Yeah.
Could be 15 chimpanzees.
Do they just appear or are they released?
Oh, they can't.
They don't appear. They are summoned.
Yeah, they have to come
But
to you.
But my thing is that how close to me are they when they are making their way to kill me? Because like even if I have a massive fortress, if they just appear next to me,
No, see that would be a game killer. Yeah, if they just
that would make me
appear in your bedroom while you're sleeping is different than like like they have
like
to get through your
outside
defenses.
the house so I have time to wake up.
Yeah, you can have security.
There's an evil villain on an island off the coast of Puerto Rico,
right?
And he trains these animals to come after you, and they come from there.
Yeah, perfect. I'm
okay. That gives okay.
Yeah, because you can build a fortress, you can set up alarms, you can have weapons, you can, yeah. Yeah, I'd move to
And
like
eventually-
Texas or
And
something.
eventually, now that we know where he is, we can triangulate where the animals are coming from, and the hunted can become the hunters.
That's gotta
Anytime
be
you find me moved.
that's gonna be a
You form
caveat.
task
Yeah,
force to hunt them down.
that's the caveat. Is you can never end.
Okay,
the
that's
animals.
fine. If you can
Yeah,
never find them, that's all
yeah,
right.
you have to, because that would be yeah. Can't
Okay,
go
no,
chasing
yeah.
down.
Again, going back to the genie paradox, I get you. So yeah, this is just perpetually. There's no way to stop them. All right, I'm down with this. Still, I'm
I
willing.
think if you can get past the first couple of months, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But those first couple of months
Oh,
are
yeah.
gonna be rough.
Are rough
Yeah.
because
Because you get the money after the animals leave you alone.
Mm-hmm.
So that first month, you have to survive an animal attack, and then you'll get $1 million. And the next month, survive an animal attack, you get $1 million. So you just gotta get lucky that first month and hope you don't get like hippos.
So what you're
or
saying is it's
chimpanzee.
just a randomized extreme version of Survivor or Fear Factor.
Yeah, see, I'd want a down payment for that first month. I'd want a little something. Like, can you give me like a layaway on this, like, so I can get some defenses? Because in my current state, there's no way we're stopping like 10 elephants. Like, you're just done.
That first month is probably gonna be spent running away.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't fortress up. That's gonna be because it's only a day. You only have to for a full day. That animal's gonna attack you. You just gotta get the fuck away.
Oh, so you don't need to stop the animals. You just need to avoid.
No.
You can avoid them.
No, they will always be coming for you, but you don't have to kill them.
But that's what I mean. Is if you don't kill them, do they stop coming after you? After
After
that
the
day.
day ends, yeah.
Oh, see, that's a big one too. Because then couldn't you just like take a helicopter or something? Like, I mean, unless it's like birds or something. But like, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, like most things are going to be land animals. But
Yeah, I was gonna say is at least for the initial one, if it's a land animal, I make my way out to the middle of the fucking lake and just keep fucking paddling.
yeah, but
I steal someone else's
low
boat.
key terrifying if it's a water animal. Like,
Yeah,
that's the most terrifying
yeah.
thing I can imagine. Like, from my nightmares, is a water animal while you're on the water trying to kill you because you're completely out of your
That's
element.
the thing. The biggest problem is that first month. Because it's like a 50, it's not even like a 50-50 chance. It's like a 25-75 chance you just die.
Yeah.
Because you won't know when or what the animal is going to be. It could be a fucking penguin, and you just easily like kick it over. All right, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a hippo, and you're sitting on your couch watching TV.
Yeah. See, a hippo I wouldn't be scared of. If you're in an apartment building, you're pretty safe from a hippo. You're like, okay, I'm okay up here. As long as I keep an eye out when I leave the house, I'm good.
You are certainly not okay from a hippo. The hippo will tear that building down.
No.
Hippos on the night on the Nile regularly tear boats apart.
Yeah, on the Nile. That's what I'm saying. Is if you're in a boat and a hippo comes through, you're donezo. But like if you're on land,
I'm just saying the
on
door ain't doing so hot.
no, it's more getting
I'm
up.
not
Like
saying it would be easy. I'd say it'd be difficult, it's
the
doable.
the door is not the challenge. To me, it's almost like a set of stairs, like a flight of stairs, is tricky to navigate for a hippo. You know.
I'd say
I do
probably
get
the
where
most
you're coming
terrifying
from.
one to get on that first day is chimpanzees.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Apes are terrifying. That's my big thing. Like I said, apes are a nightmare for you because there's nowhere you can run. They're coming. They're gonna get you. Yeah, you're chilling in your like even like 20th floor apartment. They're just gonna climb up there and get you. Whereas at least like an alligator or a hippo or something like that, you're like, or an elephant, you're like, as long as I stay up here, they can hammer away at that building, and I think I can survive 24 hours.
Tell you what, because that first month would be so hard. For the first year, you get a watch, and the day that it happens, the watch buzzes, and you get a silhouette of the animal that's going to attack you.
Like a 3-hour warning or something.
No,
A
there's
new
no warning.
challenger approaches.
It's like 12 o'clock in the morning, the day ticks over, your wrist buzzes, and you can look at the silhouette of the animal.
But what if 12:01 they attack?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta be ready. It is just like, all right,
Yeah,
it buzzes, you're on the clock, you gotta start moving.
That would honestly, that would like make it a lot easier, is if you know.
But it's only for the first year. After the first year, it stops working. But by then, you'll have $12 million.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay with the first million. Once you get the first million, it's a lot of things can change. But before that, while you're living your regular ass life and you're fighting off like the Jungle Book, that's terrifying. I live in Canada. I can't own a gun. Like,
oh my god, it's the first. It's the first payment. You haven't got your $1 million yet. It buzzes. Polar bears.
yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no. I'm still in, but yeah, that first month is terrifying.
What about you guys?
I'd be willing to do it.
Phoenix?
Because once you get in that car, it's go time. Once you're on the clock, you better get moving.
Mm-hmm.
So no for me, Chief.
No, yeah, fair.
Mm-hmm.
So no for me, Chief.
I think the sneaky thing that makes this like scary for me, I'd still do it because I 100% could take on any animal in the animal kingdom barefisted.
Yeah, right.
Is that sly thing I did in the middle where they're being trained. So there's a mind behind these animals. So
Yeah,
if you're
I
like,
remember that.
I'll just drive around, they will find you directly when you get gas.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what I figured in my mind.
Well, yeah, I knew they were hunting me.
Yeah.
They're specialized.
Not like an animal hunts, but like they're
like another like it is not just animal hunt. I was thinking of a mystical otherworld, like a creature, like It Follows. This thing will not stop until it gets you.
You were being hunted by a human, but like a beastmaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like you pissed off a druid.
Basically.
Yeah, that's essentially what I pictured. Like you pissed off a
Yo,
druid.
so there you go. I have my new idea for how to curse a player in a tabletop RPG.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's next?
Got time for probably one more here.
Don't have a clever one figured out.
What about you, Wyatt?
And no more cleverness from me. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I got one.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
You get $1 million. But for 1 year, nonstop, you are on camera 100% of the time.
Even when I go out?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean
We make
when
revenue
go
off
out?
of the live stream.
Well, because when I think of those, I think of the people who are stuck in one place. That's why I was making sure, am I allowed to roam wherever I want to?
I figured, yeah, like the and to Phoenix's question, I figured the revenue is the show. That's your contract.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. How invasive would they be?
Yes.
Like, what I mean is, if I'm taking a shit, they can film me doing it, but do they have to get a close up? Or is like just in the corner of my bathroom acceptable?
How much?
They got every bit of you.
But I'm wondering, like, if you're taking a shower, let's say they're filming you take a shower, but do they have to zoom? Or like, what's going, like, how far up your butt are these cameramen getting is I guess my question.
They're not like in the shower with you. They got to protect their equipment.
Right. Okay.
But your curtains are see-through now, and
Like-
you have no privacy anywhere you go ever
Like if you're
for
getting
an entire year.
if you're getting it on, can you feel a camera lens against your balls? Like how, that's what I'm wondering. Is how
No, they're in the doorway though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering is that they're in the
Yeah.
doorway as your meaty clackers are going at it.
yeah. Yeah, because there's workarounds. You could like do some clever blanket work, you know, like in the movies.
Oh no, everything you could use to cover yourself is now clear.
Hmm.
Essentially, you have no privacy whatsoever for a year.
I could live like a monk-like life for a year. You know, just not jerk off. You know, not
Turn to
not,
the Shaolin temples.
yeah, not be like, sorry, honey, but this is a dry year, so we're I would probably bathe very rarely. It'd mostly just be a horse bath, like with a sponge, just like under the shirt, rub down. It's like,
You know, I would take this, and I actually think it would have a positive impact because I'd realize that people are just watching me, and like I would really like, you know what? They can see every aspect of me. I want to work out more. I you know, if I'm gonna have to show off my physique, they should at least have something nice, much better than what they got to look at. So I think I would actually like work to improve myself because I'd be like, someone's watching me right now. Do I really just want to be playing video games, or do I want to like do something? I'm gonna go for a walk. I don't know. That I'd be willing to do
or the
it.
reverse, you could just figure like people won't watch you if you do real boring shit all the time.
You know, that's fair.
People just
But they are paying me like $1 million, so.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, in my opinion, like at first it may be weird or make me uncomfortable a bit, but after a while, I'd almost like it'd be like this TV, like The Office, where they almost completely forget that the camera crew is even there. So I think I'd just eventually like I'd be so used to it that I'd just basically forget about them, and just or I'd see them and be like, I want to do more. You know, I want to do something. I want to do more with myself. I don't know. I'd be willing to give it a shot. A year for a schmoogly woogler, I'll take that money.
But you also got to think about one other aspect of this. There is no shot that you are getting the consent form of everyone that you meet. So you are the obnoxious YouTuber walking around doing vlogs all the time.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, you have a camera crew on you. It's inconvenient. You can't eat. All your friends have to be okay with you being on camera 100% of the time. Anyone you meet, any job you do.
Yeah, I'm okay with that for a year though.
My thing, if you're gonna do that to me, do I get at least some money up front, because at that point I no longer am able to work in the medical field?
Yeah. I'd say they give you the money immediately.
So they give me the money immediately, and then we get to then yes, I'd be willing to do this.
That is an essential part, or else it just wouldn't work because you'd be like, well, I guess I'm gonna be homeless for the next year because I can't pay my rent. So,
but that could, yeah, I'd be willing to do that, because I could be like, hey, I have to leave, and then after a year, now that I have $1 million, instead of going to a location, I would start, before I could even do any of my clinicals or anything, I would just start going through my basics for my nursing degree. And then just wait until the end of the year, and then I can pursue the next aspect of things, so I can be able to do clinicals, because HIP is a thing.
You also got to think of the aftermath of this.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you just streamed your life for a year. Ludwig streamed his life for a month and became the most viewed person on Twitch. You would be legendary. You would be a celebrity at that point. Everyone would know your name. And they would know every aspect of you. They would know where the mole on your left cheek is.
Yep.
It's just, you have no privacy left in your life. Everything there was to know about you, except for the stuff that's in your head, is known.
And the stuff that will be for the future. And yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't see. I don't mind having certain aspects of my life on camera, but I can't guarantee that my partner. I don't know if she would be comfortable with that. So I would have to tell her, hey.
Yeah, as long as I get to live my life and they don't get to direct me, then I'm on board.
Yeah.
If they get to direct me,
they are like a documentarian, like invasive camera crew.
Yeah.
If you lean down to send a text, they're over your shoulder looking at your phone.
For sure.
You're sending messages on Discord.
I understand there is no privacy, but are they telling me? I get where he's coming from. Are they orchestrating me in any way, or are they just viewing everything?
No.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, because I could be okay with that, but if it's like, no, you got to go bang your girlfriend and we're going to watch, and it's like, I have to, then that's not cool. But if it's like, if they're just there,
they're just there.
You know, like if they're like, now it's time for the nude scene, and I'm like, now I'd feel like that would fuck me up. Whereas if it's just me, just normal, and they're just there, then it's, you know, I have choice, you know, so I'm okay with that as long as it's choice.
As the final nail in this coffin, because it is a live stream, $1 million for the live stream, that's guaranteed. People can donate. And no matter where you are, you will have a speaker on you, and they can play a message out of it.
Okay, nope.
For that entire year.
Done. No, nobody's gonna be fucking spewing the N-word while I'm walking down Times Square. I'm not doing this. That's where I quit. As soon as they're allowed to communicate anything, I'm done. I'm out.
Well, if it's got like a base level sensor on it. But there's ways to get around. But it will never sound quite right. And you'll have mods, so anyone who does it will get banned. But you will have this speaker on you that people can donate money and play a message out of your ass speaker.
No. I'm out. The moment that someone is able to place something in the world that was not of my volition, what I gave comfort to, on top of everything that's happening, that's unacceptable. That's where I am extremely uncomfortable with. Like, people watching me do things, cool. I don't care. The moment they're able to, like, when I'm just sitting down for a dinner, talking with my family, and then something absolutely asinine comes out of nowhere, and I have to look at them as something just reprehensible is said, even if my mods take care of it. Now that's in the world, and that my mom has to hear them say that, your son does this, this, and this, and she has to look at me, and we have to continue having dinner like that didn't just happen. That'd fuck me up. That ruin my
this
family.
scenario, you wouldn't visit your mom for a year because you wouldn't want the entire audience that you've now.
But I still love my family. I want to see my family. Even if I was being videoed, I would just tell them, "Hey, they're my casting crew." That part I could talk to them and be like, "Hey, they're my casting crew. Do you give consent to be on television?" Oh, you don't? Okay, well, hey, call me if you guys ever do feel comfortable. Cool. Until you feel comfortable, we cannot see each other. And then eventually my brother would definitely be into it. I know he'd be like, "You kidding me? Man, we're going to be like the decent Logan Paul and Jake Paul."
Oh.
Shots fired.
Oh.
Anyways. So what's the verdicts?
I'm on board until the final caveat, I guess.
See, yeah.
That's the whole thing. You are on a live stream for a year, and obviously part of the live stream is donations.
For sure, but donations with a speaker is totally different than like robot voicing things is one thing too. Like if it's a robot voice, then I'm fine with it. If it's crystal clear, it's not me in my opinion, then I'm totally. But when
it's the robot voice.
If it was my voice or something, or sounded like me, and I'd have to get myself constantly out of sticky situations, then no. Like to Wyatt's point, you're walking down the street and someone just says some like abhorrent racist shit, and then all of a sudden you're defending some random internet person's viewpoint.
No, yeah, it is the robot voice, but it is 24/7, all day, all night. No privacy, and you got to hear a bunch of internet trolls donate to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the donation money at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's probably going to be another $1 million. Because people are monsters, and they like would probably pay $5 a shot. What's the minimum? What's the minimum amount to donate?
Like, let's say $10.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Then I'm on board. Yep. Because you'd easily double or triple that. Because people, you know.
For me, I'd say no, only because like I'm fine with someone saying, "Hey, you're fat. Hey, you here's some shit about your appearance that I do not support." But then that's fine. But someone like saying something very personal that they would know because they were watching the stream and they were able to voice it at any hour of my life. So in the middle of the night, as me and my love are cuddling, they say some just fucking absolutely like fucking dog shit statement about like anything with our about her or anything. That shit would get to me, man. Like normal surface level stuff, fucking fine. Insult me, insult all this shit. But the moment they'd start saying shit about my family and like shit like that, I'd be like, no, here's your $1 million back. I can't do this. Like this is the robo fucking donations. That's where I'm out. Sorry to be boring.
No. That's 100%. Like, I wouldn't do this. Not for $1 billion. My entire life for a year put on hold because I'm on live stream all the time. Absolutely not. I can improve myself now.
I don't get, Dewan, your question. You said you get $1 million, but whenever you use the bathroom, you always feel you're a square too short, and you can't grab more paper until after what you've already. It's like for $1 million, I would just wipe my ass with my hand. I don't know, like I don't know what the problem is here. It works for half of the world. So like, what's the?
Yeah, well, you know what you do? You get a bidet.
Yeah. Or you just wash your hand. I don't know what to say here, but like for $1 million, it's like I have to change my habits. Not a problem. Yeah.
I'll buy a new rag every time I need to take a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, it's getting late, guys.
It is, yeah. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you to everybody who's watching us live. Thank you to everybody who's watching this afterwards. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Helps us so much. And if you enjoy any of what we do here on Unkindness of Idiots, please throw a subscribe our way. And sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and check out any of our other videos. Got lots of stuff, so give it a little peruse and check it out.
Yeah, and if you're listening to us while you're working, you keep working hard. You know, everything is getting more expensive, and you're spending your time like you were money, you big rich little bastard, listening to us. So thank you, and keep kicking ass.
Be kind.
Hail Satan.
Check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Bye. We're out.